Y'all already know what it is. It's your girl, Tayway.
Roland Champagne.
And this is True Tuesday. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Peace out.
Get that.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your girl, Tayway, checking in. I'm here with another episode of True Tuesday at True Reality Studios. And y'all know I got a special guest in the building. And not to mention, y'all, this is the last episode of this season. So we got to leave this with a banger. You feel me? Y'all stop playing with me. Y'all know I be talking it with my hand. Okay? All right. So y'all know to get y'all started, got to start y'all off with the definition of true. And it is the quality or state of being true, something that can only be seen if it is within them. So if you're true, it ain't nothing that you got to constantly say. It's just in you. It's going to spill out. It's going to, they're going to feel it. And last but not least, got to give a special shout out to my followers, subscribers, anybody that supports. I really, really appreciate it. I would be nothing without y'all. Make sure y'all keep telling a friend to tell a friend about True Tuesday. Come get this interview. So, like I told y'all, got a special guest in the building, and I'm excited. Y'all had to turn the air on because I was getting hot. Lord Jesus. I was getting hot. But without further ado, special guest. Y'all, he too cool too for me too. Like I was trying to change how I sit. Man, I can't even really decide because he over there just comfortable.
This couch comfortable,
I really
feel
like
like
this.
I'm at home.
We both got our sweaters on.
Yeah,
You got day and night.
we chilling. we ain't never doing too much, just chopping it up.
That's exactly what we about to do.
That's what we doing.
So can you tell the people who you are?
Man, what's the deal? It's your boy Roland Champagne, Champagne Campaign, Champagne Flow, I ain't never doing too much, but I'm here kicking it with Tay, trying to speak the truth. So we in here. What's the deal?
I'm already speechless. Chilling here with Tay. Should have let you do the intro.
Nah, you got it.
It's about to be juicy. Okay, so before we get started, I gotta, oath you in. Make sure you keep
For
it
sure,
100
yeah,
with me,
for sure.
You gonna do that.
On me.
Hey, make sure. Listen, zoom in on the handle. Y'all see, can you like that? Boy, waves on the spoon so they hate on him.
Don't get sick. I don't want nobody throwing up. You feel me? Don't be CC. Okay, rocking the boat.
We're gonna do this oath.
Okay.
And we're gonna get this thing started because I can already tell this is about to be real good.
Okay. So, I, Roland Champagne, swear to keep it 1,000 at all times, and only real when speaking to the queen of the truth on this Tuesday. I promise to always choose the ugly truth and never no pretty lie.
Hey, just like that.
Roland Champagne, baby.
Hey,
we here.
We in there, man.
We here.
I'm trying to decide, do I want to call you Roland the whole time or Roland
Man, you call me what you want, man.
I think Roland Champagne because it do just all roll together.
Hey,
okay,
this your world.
I wanted to know,
What's up?
Jumping straight into it, who is Roland Champagne? Where are you from?
And Roland Champagne, is the name, but I ain't never doing too much. I'm originally from Orange, Texas, out there from the Golden Triangle by Beaumont, Port Arthur. Went to school at Prairie View, got my electrical engineering degree, and fast forward, got my MBA at TSU. And now, I'm just trying to push this music and, just see where it goes.
I ain't gonna lie, I remember seeing you at TSU in the game room, but you was really quiet, you was really chill. I definitely...
And I'm still chill and quiet, I'm trying to break out my... Well, I ain't gonna say it's a shell, because I be cool, and I don't never like to... I like to be seen when it's time to be seen. I ain't never gonna force my way into something, because I like to be in the back, just peeping the scene.
Okay, so I just had to throw this one in there. If you had to describe yourself in one word, what would it be?
One word.
One word.
Jamming.
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 So that's different. And what made you pick that?
Because I feel like jamming is on your perspective. You feel me? So I could say low key, I could say calm, and that's what it is. But I feel like any arena I'm in, whether it's a slow vibe or a pickup vibe, I'm jamming to the beat of my own drum. So
boom! I knew you was gonna say it. That is my favorite thing to tell somebody.
saying.
They like, Tay, you weird, like, cause I be at home. I will literally have a full concert
Just
in
doing
my
your
room.
thing, yeah.
Like,
just doing
I
your
will jump
thing.
from the room to the living room.
Same shit.
Jump off
Same
the
thing.
refrigerator. Like, I got a whole Spider-Man outfit, like everything. I be real life in my
to the
own.
board on me.
I like that you said
For
that. I
sure,
rock
yeah.
to the beat of my own
That's
drum.
what we doing.
Period. Okay. So I wanted to get into some, some little challenging, truthful questions before we just jump straight into the music.
That's cool.
And I wanted to ask you, what has been the hardest challenge you had to overcome in life so far?
I think the hardest challenge would have to be just not giving up and just knowing that you're going to meet your destiny. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody go through struggles, and sometimes their road get hard and it get rocky, but you got to, stick by the people that's sticking with you and know that God got you. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to know what's ahead, but if you really on your stuff and you got a plan for it, you got to execute.
That's the thing. I
man.
like that. And man, it seems like y'all is just talking to me today because it's like I will sit up and write it out, but it's like I never go back to execute. That's actually even something I have on my mirror in my room. Like
Execution.
every day execute. Because
I feel like we all got good ideas. But an idea is just an idea if you ain't put nothing behind it. You never know what can come out of your idea if you really just work every day at it and got a goal. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this week, this month. Those small steps
leading into something big.
on me, yeah. So you gotta keep at it.
Man, Mr. Smooth himself in the building.
Hey, if it ain't smooth, it ain't cool.
Look,
That's what it is.
I just, you might have to give me some cool stuff to go with Tayway or something. I need some good pickup lines.
I got you. I'm gonna brainstorm for you. I got you.
Okay, who has had the most influence in your life?
Music wise or just in general?
In general.
I ain't gonna lie. Now that I'm older, I feel like the biggest person that had an influence is my mama.
Okay.
Cause growing up, you don't really understand what your parents or what your mother is trying to really tell you until you get grown. So now that I'm trying to work towards something and actually do the right thing. All them Sundays at church. That the stuff that grounds you, it comes back to you when it's you that got to make these decisions and got to be held accountable for what you're doing.
Correct.
So I got to say my mama.
And I like that you said that because that's so funny when we be growing up and we be like, I'm ready to leave the house. And they be
like,
okay.
You ready to leave? It's real out there. You know
What?
what I'm saying? Like,
They did, I didn't understand
life-
when my daddy was like, I think it was like, it'll eat you up and spit you out.
Spit you out, homie, and not care. So you really got to know what you're doing when you stepping out and just doing your own thing.
Man, I must agree.
Homie.
So like I said, I wanted to ask them, but now, when you think of music, who inspires you to get up and I need to get in the studio?
I got to say, my number one inspiration got to be Usher.
Okay.
I'm a real 90s head.
I could see
But
that.
it's like Usher, if you go back and look at him, like when he first came in the game, even till now, he knew how to sing and dance live. And just his career, I just feel like he's the one person that I really study. Just like how I want to move, vocally, performance-wise, all that. He would have to be my number one, but just in general, I'm a 90s head, so I feel like anything with that 90s and that knock to it, that's really what be attracting me on the cool. Like,
you know what I just thought about?
What?
Somebody rocking, knocking
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. H-Town, yeah, it's like, you put me on that, man, I'm going. I ain't coming back.
Man.
On me, I'm not. And that's what I try to implement in my music. I don't try to get too what's the word, dated. Okay. But I like to zone in on that nostalgic feel. Cause that 90s R&B, it's a different feel. So when you feel that, bobbing that
like
head,
you can't help it. It's like
so that's really what I try to gravitate towards when I write my own music.
And I can definitely agree, because when we get more into your music, like I said, I was like, okay. Did you have a chance to go to any of the concerts in Vegas?
I'm actually trying to go for my birthday in October.
Okay.
So I told myself I'm get my little bread right.
Right, you know, you gotta plan your trip,
Gotta
execute.
Gotta execute. So I'm gonna see how much the tickets is and you know what it's giving. But I've heard and I've seen some good reviews, so I'm really trying to see him live. Yeah, so I feel like, but what I seen, I feel like he still got it from back when he 01, 02. So you know, I'm for sure trying to see that like his show live and just see the production of it.
Man, that's good. That is so crazy. I was not expecting you to say Usher, but it definitely you making me think about
just think like
you got it, you got it.
You know what I'm
fast
saying? Even
when
from Nice and Slow, his You Make Me Wanna, just how they really marketed him and just him in general. I feel like
even his swag was different. Like
that's what I'm saying. He was edgy. He wasn't like a street boy, but he was edgy.
Right.
And he could be cool. He could be sexy. He could be charming. So I'm just like, when you get into like the business side and the marketing side, I can see how his team really cultivated him and pushed him.
Man.
I mean,
okay, so how would you describe the music that you make?
well, for me,
I know you super R&B,
Yeah,
but like
I'm-
if we can dig, like
I'm gonna be real with you. It is the sound sonically is R&B, but recently over the past couple of years, I've been really trying to figure out what is my message in my music.
okay.
So I got a new project I'm recording right now, but when you hear it, it's gonna have that knock to it. But when you listen to them lyrics, I'm gonna really be talking about some stuff, because you know my experiences come from life experience. Like the songs I write, they come from life experiences. So I'm trying to express that in my own way. So I want to give you the nostalgic feel, but I also want you to just listen to what I'm saying, because you know I'm trying to lead you the right way.
I just love it. Let me tell you, I love anybody that have a business or music or anything that's just meaningful. Like that's actually why I'm getting ready to just like kind of take a little break, because it's just like I want to be like sit down with myself and like Champagne, like, what is your mission behind
What
you?
you wanna
Who
do?
are you really trying to reach? And I like how you said when you write your music, it's meaningful.
It's meaningful, and you know when I first got into songwriting, I would always try to write what I think people want to hear and write based off of what others are writing about.
Or what's currently going on.
Exactly, but when I go to record it, something was off about it. Like it wasn't sounding like me. So now, you know, just even with just, you know, with getting closer to God and just him revealing me to me and who I really am through him, he's giving me the words to say and the words to write. And when I tell you, it's really just flowing. So I'm not where I want to be, but the space that I'm in, I like it. I can't complain.
Right, and then you gotta believe, like you said, if you know something else coming, it's coming.
You know something's coming, so you know it's all about putting that one foot in front of the other and just knowing like I'm gonna get there sooner or later.
Man, boy, you gems. Man, I love when somebody just come dropping them. Woo. Okay, so single, crazy. I'm not gonna lie, when I read your bio that you sent me, I had to put off to the side the cool, calm, and collected, because I like that.
Oh,
so I want to talk about the single, you know, crazy.
Okay. Crazy, I'm not gonna lie, crazy is actually, it's old to me, new to everybody else. Crazy is actually on my previous EP, Blonde Summers, I released in 2019.
Okay.
And going into Crazy, like I said before, I'm writing from a real experience. So with me, in person, I'm not emotional, but when my music comes, that's where it come out in. You feel me? So in Crazy, I'm really talking about a previous relationship that I was in, and just how like I'm really going crazy thinking about you, wanting you, I'm missing you, you know, whatever. But as I got older and as the years go on, that relationship status was no longer, well, the lyrics resonate to me in a different way. It's not so much of me talking about a relationship between me and another person, but some of those lyrics is my relationship with God. Because it's in one of the verses I say, you know, I try to shake this feeling that's so intense. And you know, when God put that conviction on you, you think you tripping.
Well, you
You understand what I'm saying?
like,
I'll be for real though. If you somewhat, and you don't even have to be overly religious or overly in the church for God to tap you on that shoulder. You feeling something like something ain't sitting right or something feels so good, I don't know what it is. And when it's too good to be true, you gonna try to shake it or you gonna try to find something that can match it. It's like it ain't matching the love that God got for you.
Yeah.
So in my music and in Crazy, it's talking about, the relationships we go, or the relationships that we're in here on this earth, but also it has a double entendre to it. Because it's also me expressing my intimacy with God and how I talk to Him and how I'm opening up to Him. So, and how the love that I'm longing for is really from Him and not with somebody else. Now, through Him, He gonna send me that right person, but that foundation is coming from Him. But
I just want to end the interview now. Like, dang, how do I keep
getting into it?
Woo! Y'all don't feel like it's hot in here? Good Lord! You just
And that's one thing I like about songwriting, because a good songwriter can write from different perspectives. That if you're going through an emotional breakup, you can, relate to it. If you're going through a spiritual warfare, you can relate to it. So I try, whenever I'm pushing my pen, I really try to not put it in a box to where I'm real meticulous on the words I say and how I convey that message, because I want people to relate to it. For sure, I want you to have that nostalgic feel, got the head vibe. But like I said, when you actually sitting down and you listen to what I'm saying, like, oh, okay, he talking. So.
And that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, I listened to them, but now hearing you talk, I gotta go back. Because something that my dad taught me at a young age, he was like, you gotta learn how to take the beat off.
And really
listen to, and I'm not gonna even lie, in the music industry now, that's how a lot of these kids' heads be so, because all they hear is the NBA Youngboy beat, and they just they not even listening, knowing the words that you study saying every day. You speaking that.
So it's kind of like it could be detrimental or it could be a good thing. So if the beat hard and you saying something positive, you speaking that positivity. But if that be hard and you talking reckless, you also speaking that in the atmosphere, and that's gonna come back on you. So now that I'm older, I'm starting to realize, you really gotta watch what you say and speak life over your situation.
Yes, sir, you do. And another thing I want to ask you just about Crazy too was, like you said, you did it in 2019. It's 2023. Does it also give you a something for you to look back on and see your growth?
Oh yeah, for sure. I just shot the video for Crazy. I reshot the video and released it this past December. But I shot it back when I recorded it, and I was never really satisfied with the visual because I felt like it could be better.
Correct.
So fast forward to now, I was like, I need to really just do my stuff right. You know what I'm saying? Just take the time out, plan it, and do what you got to do. So like you said, and looking back on it, I hear from where I am now vocally, even though Crazy is a good vocal track, I still hear the improvement from now to to this. So if you ever hear me sing that song live, I feel like the audience can hear it too, because I for sure can hear it. So, but yeah, I always look back at my old stuff and be like, man, you done came a long way. And and I feel like sometimes you gotta not be so hard on yourself and be like, hey, you still here, you rocking. The people like your music, the people that hear it, and if they don't, that's cool. You just gotta know that what you got is for somebody, and if it ain't for nobody, that's okay.
Right.
Can't stop, gotta keep going.
Correct. Shabow, bow, bow. Cool, calm, and collective, baby. I saw that. I said, okay.
On me.
I said, okay. So, who would you most like to collaborate with?
Let me think.
Because I do know some artists, they be just strictly I just like to do just me. And that's okay too. But if you could collaborate with somebody, who would you like to?
I don't know if you know him. His name Duran Bernard.
No.
He's not big, but he's big enough. He's a background singer for Erykah Badu.
Okay.
But I've been following him mid 2011, 12.
Okay.
he can blow, but I like the way he writes.
Okay.
And I also want to work with Beyonce, but I want to work with her on. I want her to vocal produce a record for me.
Okay.
Because my thing is, I like to collaborate, and of course, I got my list of features I want. Mm-hmm. But when I really think about it, I'll be like, okay, if I had to work with this person, how could we benefit each other and have like the best record? Because I know Beyonce, her vocals be crazy, and I've heard she does her own vocals, like she be in there doing whatever. Same way with Nicki Minaj, she's a good songwriter. Okay. So a lot for me is more so I'm never gonna hold back collaborate with nobody. I'm gonna get a song from you, whatever you got. If you writing a song and it speaks to what I'm going through, I'm like, hey, what's up? I need that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm always trying to collaborate and look for what's the best record and what's the best way that we both can come out of this on top.
Correct. I like that. What has been your proudest moment of your career?
My proudest moment to me is more so accepting who I am as an artist. And let me tell you why. When I first started putting music out in 2015, you have this goal in mind and you want to make it so bad. Mm-hmm. But when I look back, if God would have gave me the opportunity to be on, I wasn't ready. Because I was too worried about what he's saying, she's saying. I didn't know the lane I wanted to be in. I was trying to, what's the word? I don't want to say copy, but I was doing what I thought people wanted to see instead of just doing me. You understand what I'm saying? So fast forward, I feel like my proudest moment is actually accepting, okay, who is Roland Champagne? Knowing who Roland Champagne is and just putting it out there and not really caring on if you don't like, who don't like it or trying to change it so you can like it. Because you got to think about it. I'm not going to be for everybody.
Correct.
As calm, cool as I think I am or how you perceive it, some people ain't, I'm not their cup of tea. I'm not going to be their vibe. And that's okay for me. I feel like I don't got to be your vibe. Just respect me. I'll respect you and we can go our separate ways. So,
correct. I like that. You just putting everything with growth, accountability. Like I just
have to grow up.
Feel all that peace. You got peace, don't you?
I no lie, I tell you, like real talk. Like I teach on the side.
Okay.
But it's just like, yeah, I don't want to teach kids. I want to do, but it's just like I'm real life happy. Bills getting paid. I got money to invest in my music. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just trusting the process right now.
So let me tell you, maybe this is my message from God to you, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a teacher too, and sometimes I be trying to figure out what are you doing, but I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the youth is the next generation up. And I don't think that we realize, because we rock to the beat of our own drums, how much of an impact. Every school I leave, I have a kid, like, I need some way to contact you. I worked at Worthing last year. I still have a kid that texts my phone like, Miss Young, you good? Like,
I believe you.
And just know that if you don't know, or if you feel like you're not doing the right thing, you is, because them kids really need us.
And I ain't gonna lie, I sometimes I be thinking like, what am I doing? Like, what is but like you said, it's like, this is the next generation up. And another thing, I be asking God for patience. What's the quickest way you can get patience? In a classroom full of kids. I teach third grade.
Oh, I teach pre-K and kindergarten.
So you already know, you gotta have patience for a classroom full of kids that's not yours. You know what I'm saying? And just like you said, like, them kids, they looking up to somebody. They looking up to you. So when you on your couch doing your show, it's some little girl, some little boy that want to do just what you doing. And it's kind of like, you kind of got to be there to show them, hey, I know I'm teaching y'all, but you can do what you really want to do at the end of the day. So I can't agree with that.
I'm trying
and
to
I receive that, for sure.
No, for real, because sometimes I'll be asking myself, and then also, like you said too, it's giving you the chance to be able to invest in yourself. And that was one of my biggest issues when I first started too. It was just like, Lord, I'm trying to pay for my regular life.
And
I'm
yeah.
so it's like, look, I need something. So, you know, it gives me, but listen,
For sure.
stay with them kids until God tells you different.
Until he moved me. And I've been telling some of my friends, I'm like, you know what? I ain't about to be hopping job to job trying to do this and that. God gonna move me when he move me. When it's time to take that next step or whatever opportunity it is, everything gonna fall where it need to fall. Dominoes gonna fall where they need to fall. So I'm like, okay, I'm here. Sign me up for the meets. We got the PLC meets, you know, lesson plans. I'm a submittal. On me, I'm a submittal.
Man, let me tell you, I love it. I ain't seen my kids in 3 weeks, so I'm so ready to get back to them.
And you kind of miss them until they be like, I'll be like, okay.
What? I'm trying to tell you.
You know, don't stress me out.
And then look, we both just sitting up here giving each other, you know, confirmation, because that was just confirmation for me, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a very hard time at my school that I'm at right now. But all I keep remembering is just, if God didn't want you to be here, you would move. And I'm not gonna lie, he showed me a lot, like being out on my surgery. Like, my parents found a way to get my number. And they have like literally checked on me and stuff more. So it just show you that impact that you
on me. For sure.
Man, teachers
on me.
really
Teachers
run
of
the world. And low key, I just gotta throw this in there. We really should get paid the same as a doctor.
Literally, I feel like teachers' bare minimum should be 75.
Cause how a doctor saving a heart, baby, we saving a whole like.
It's kids out there that will not listen to their parents, but as soon as they come to school,
they teach them. Cause my kids know not to play with me.
They know.
All the TAs say Miss Young coming.
Yeah. They scrambling on me. They scrambling.
Okay, if you were not doing music, what would you be doing right now? That's a kind of hard question.
It's kind of hard, because even though I ain't gonna lie, teaching has its perks, but if I wasn't doing teaching, I'll probably get into video editing.
Okay.
Because even with, you know, my videos and maybe little Instagram stuff, I really like seeing the process or knowing the process of how to transition stuff and how edits can really control a narrative. It can do a good one or it could be a bad one, depending on what you on. You know what I'm saying? So and then in high school, I took like this video editing class. I really thought I was like, man, I had a whole little commercial. I'm like, oh, this is it. You feel me? So I really feel like if I wasn't trying to push music, I'll probably get into video editing.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, that's definitely something that I just wanna be able to at least know
what I don't want on camera and what I do want. And what's gonna look good.
And then not only that, but I also wanna just know, like, you know, if somebody not able to make it, or, you know, a team member, something like that, like, at least, you know, I try to put something together.
Yeah. I'm gonna have my own back at the end of the day.
Put something together. Yeah. Okay. What advice would you give an independent artist looking for the next big opportunity?
Man, don't force it. Don't force it. I feel like, you know, we try so hard to get in these spaces and knock the doors down, and that's cool. Cause sometimes you do gotta knock the doors down, but at the same time, go where people appreciate you and welcome you, and don't focus on the big opportunity. Cause your big opportunity may be in a hole in the wall club, but it's that one person that know who you need to know that can get you there. So I feel like whatever your passion is, whether it's singing, dancing, whatever it is, take every opportunity as a chance to get better. Correct. And once that opportunity comes, you're gonna be ready. You're gonna be ready.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't put this one on there, but I gotta throw this one out there just because you've been answering me
we here.
So
Let's go with the flow, baby. We're going with the flow.
If you could change, and I'm gonna say specifically R&B, because you like R&B. If you could change something in the R&B industry right now, so not the past, not the 90s, the R&B, because I know they've been doing like a lot of mixture of like the R&B, trying to mix like the R&B, hip hop, like. But what would you want to change?
I would want to change. Let R&B be R&B. I feel like, don't get me wrong, I love sometimes the trap R&B, but I don't want trap to turn into what R&B is. You know, let let the brothers sing like we know how to sing. Same as for females, you know what I'm saying? Have those records that show your versatility, but I feel like R&B needs to be R&B.
Gotcha.
Because at one time, R&B could survive on its own.
Correct.
You didn't need to have a rapper. Back in the day, the rapper needed that melodic tone to kind of go commercial, to cross over. So the only thing that I would probably change is just, you know, stick to your roots and just incorporate your own little sound in it, you know?
I like it. Man, y'all, this has been a good interview. Y'all know they be going so fast, and it be so much stuff like that I didn't put down, and I be wanting to say, and I'm just like, dang, how 30 minutes go by so fast?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, I'm saying this on camera. Y'all gonna see him again, because aside from the music, just the growth and just everything, I really, and like I said, I'm a big empath, so it's like I feel big time, and like I can feel like your peace, and you know, just like I don't really let too much bug me.
I really don't.
Back
to the teaching, I'll go to work, I'll be like, hey, we ain't doing that today. We chilling, Mr. Champagne, relaxing.
Period.
You gonna relax. The word of the day is relax. Do your work and I'm gonna teach you. And we're gonna get up out of here.
I'm trying to tell you.
But yeah, and also I feel like you can't let too much bug you and stress you out when you know what the end goal is. Because what's gonna happen is gonna happen. Correct. You just gotta learn how to pick up those pieces, maybe reposition yourself and keep going. So, you know. And stressing about it ain't gonna pay no bills.
Listen,
stressing about it.
That was for me right
I'm
there.
trying to tell you. Stressing about it, you feel me? Stressing about it ain't gonna make you have more guests. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta know that I got the truth. Come on a Tuesday.
Boy, we about to wrap this thing up with this last question. But you're too much for me. Just too much truth on a Tuesday. You smell me? Okay. So I gotta get deep again.
All right, what's up?
What do you want your legacy to look like when you leave this earth?
My legacy. I want my legacy to be authentic. I want, when it's all said and done, I want people to know that, for one, God is real. Yes. He's, as like we having this conversation, he's very much alive and real. And I know people don't like to talk about God and religion and stuff like that. Cool, but the way I'm going and what I know, because I know what I know, and when it comes to certain stuff, I'm just not gonna argue about it. You feel me? I'm gonna let you believe what you believe, and cool, you know, that's cool. But I want people to know that God is real. And at the end of the day, if you can be healed by my music, but know that it's Him with these words coming through me, because at the end of the day, it's really not about me. You know what I'm saying? It's about Him and getting people to Him. So how that sound like, I'm just a vessel. So my legacy needs to be, or I want it to be, to where, yeah, you rocking with me, but you know that who's pushing this shit.
Like you can feel the God in
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're not seeing Christ or something through me, then I need to change what I'm doing.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Because he say he don't want us to be of the world, because the world, y'all know, it's sick. Bro, people dying every day. People accepting stuff that's just out of whack. So it's just like, you gotta really stand on all 10 toes and be like, hey, I'm here. So
man, let me
that's what I
tell
have to
you,
say.
I love that, and I like how you said, just like, man, some stuff be so unexplainable, like where it's just like, who else could it be?
Could
like,
it be? What
even
could
like
it
with
be?
certain stuff, like just this past month for me, just been like, wow, like, cause I don't have the best relationship with my mom, and it's just like, I would get off of work, get in the car, and the conversation on the radio would be about forgiving your parent, and I'm just like, okay, what is this? Then I like Pastor Mike Jr. I don't know if you know who that is.
I know, I haven't listened to him, but my mama referred me to him.
Man, that from music to just, I would turn on one of his sermons at my house and just listen. That man is a beast.
I'm telling you,
a beast, and just like I listen to him and he was talking about how you can't, be in a good relationship until you fix stuff with your parents.
And forgive.
And then I backloaded and I was listening to Eric Thomas, and he had an episode, and it was called Dig, and he was having issues with his wife. And it just went on to explain how you can't fix the things with your wife until you fix them with your mom. And I was just like, dang, so y'all just basically trying to tell me that I need to call my mama.
It all trickulates down to people like, what's the coincidence that this type of stuff is coming my way? Maybe I do need to, put my pride aside, have a talk with my mama, because I ain't gonna lie, growing up, I always had this unspoken beef with my daddy for no reason. Like, it's like, why you so bad? When you around somebody that taking care of you, making sure you good. So as I got older, I literally had to let go of whatever that was. I had to let go of that. And now we coolin', and I feel the difference when I talk to him. I'm more open. I ain't so defensive for no, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, once you let that guard down, like your mama's your mama, your daddy, you only get one. And I feel like we need to or try to fix whatever we can, and still, you and your mama may not ever just be the best relationship, but as long as you can love her and she can love you, and y'all can be respectful and know that whether God take you first or take her first, it's like, well, me and mama got through that and we good. You know what I'm saying? Because you never want to hold on to stuff, especially when people die. It's like, why are you mad for it and they dead? You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to keep that unforgiveness, because it make your heart hard and it make you angry. It make you lash out and respond to situations that your response ain't the best response. So it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? When you dig deep and really be grown about your stuff, you be like, okay, am I mad or for a valid reason? And if you are upset with anybody, it's like, okay, feel that, but how can we move past it? Because I ain't going to be mad at you for 15, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, got to grow up, you got to move on, because I feel like when you stay mad and you stay holding grudges with anybody, your blessing not going to come. And you may still walk into it, but it ain't gonna never be as big as what it could be, because you holding on to something that literally, if you let it go, you can flourish. It's gonna help you. So
I don't even know how to, end the show. Like, whoo, I'm holding some big gangster tears back, cause God.
But I can't.
Boy, you just read me up and down. I'm talking from A to Z, like my whole what I got going on. You just God damn, man. I think that was the.
We all going through it.
Woo! I had to.
It's
all
Short
right.
Tuesday.
Got some inner work to do.
We both do.
Man.
The inner work ain't gonna never stop until you close your eyes and take that long nap. The inner work is always the work is it's something that you gotta work on every day. Every day. And ain't nobody gonna be perfect until it's time to go. And until you meet the Father with the perfection, that's the only way you're gonna be perfect. So you strive to be perfect, but you can't beat yourself up for your flaws.
Correct.
Because your flaws is what lead you to perfection on the cool. So, you gotta accept your flaws with the good and the bad.
Man, Tay, you gotta let that shit go.
Hey, we gotta let that shit go.
Hey, and y'all already know what it is. It's your girl, Tayway. And who are you?
Hey, Roland Champagne.
Champagne. Listen, I'm gonna give you a cool name like this too. Cool. Thank y'all for tuning in. This has been crazy. I hope y'all can feel the energy through the camera. Whoa,